So tonight is all about the basketball. Yeah, that's right. We have one new release today, and that is 2018-19 Panini Collegiate Flawless, or Flawless Collegiate, I guess I should say. So we're going to open a half case of that tonight, and following that break, we will open a full case of 18-19 certified basketball. So yeah, we're going to have a little fun tonight. I am trying to get my iPad to cooperate with me and load up chat here, so give me just a hot second while I see if it's going to cooperate. In the meantime, we can get started going over a little info, because we do this before every break, just so that everybody's kind of on the same page. Feedback? Yeah, that's an easy one. I'm just letting you know that it is completely automated. So anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you should instantly get positive feedback in return. And of course, the second thing you see on the screen right now, which is by far the more important of the two, is to say thank you, because I do appreciate you bidding with me, breaking with me, watching the video, coming by and chatting and hanging out and all that kind of jazz. So I'm still waiting on chat to load, by the way. I know, right? It's slow tonight, like I am. I feel slow tonight. So we're taking a look right now at breaks that are coming up. They're already listed on eBay. This is what's coming up over the next 5 nights, the stuff that we're going to be breaking live. So tomorrow, well, of course, we're going to do the back part of this case of Flawless Collegiate. We're going to start it tonight, finish it tomorrow night. We'll also open tomorrow night another 12-box case of 2018 Bowman Chrome. It will be the last case, the last full case I have of HTA, which is, you know, just some call it HTA, some call it jumbo. What you need to know is it's all hits and no base. So there will be 36 autograph hits in that Bowman Chrome case, and it is always a blast to open. Also, Saturday night, we'll open another 9-box case of Triple Threads Baseball. Sunday, we'll open a 4th and Goal football box that has got 4 autographed memorabilia items in it. A box of 2016 Honors football, which we have not opened in a while. And then a 10-box case of 2018-19 Donruss basketball. That's, of course, the jumbo boxes, the reconfigured Donruss. So we're talking 3,000 cards in that break. It's a fairly long break. Veteran Base is not shipping to the teams in that break. Veteran Base has its own bidding spot. Teams will get numbered cards, inserts, parallels, relics, signatures, hits, all that kind of stuff will go to the teams as normal. It's literally only Veteran Base that goes out to its own bidding spot. On Monday night, we have got just a bunch of stuff. We've got kind of one of those hodgepodge nights that are fun to throw in every once in a while. We will open one of the Leaf memorabilia vaults. Those things have got 10 memorabilia items in them, and all the categories, all the possible bidding categories are listed under football cards. But guys, anything can come out of there. I mean, literally just about anything. It has guitars in it, baseball bats, helmets, signed balls, jerseys. It can have political documents, Hollywood worn wardrobe, TV and movie worn wardrobe. I mean, there's just a vast array of things, and it could be any or all of the above. It'll have 10 items in it, and that's all we know about it. We will also open a couple of boxes of 2014 Topps Supreme, a couple of boxes of 2010 plates and patches, 2 boxes of 2013 Black, and 2 boxes of 2007 Upper Deck Premier, all on Monday night. Tuesday night, we'll open another case of Triple Threads Baseball and another case of Certified Basketball. On Wednesday has 2 new items releasing. It will be Prism Basketball and Playoff Football. Both come out on Wednesday. We're going to start out with a half case of Prism Basketball, mainly because one of my distributors gave me X number of cases and then a half case of some, like instead of, 3 cases, it's 2.5 cases, whatever. So we're going to break the half case first, which will be the 6 loose boxes. That'll be Wednesday night. Probably everything else we do beyond that will be sealed cases, most likely. And then Playoff Football also comes out Wednesday, but that's a 20-box case, right? And I did not want to do a 20-box case, so we're gonna do a 10-box case, a 10-box break, and we'll cut it in half. That's what those are. Those are the 2 new releases for Monday night and Wednesday night rather. We'll open them both. For tonight, we've got 2 breaks, one free shipping, 1 paid shipping. Flawless Collegiate, the free shipping. Anytime you do a break with me that is free shipping, I generally project it to go out the door 6 or 7 days after an auction ends, although often I am able to get it out sooner. So Flawless Collegiate is projected to go out Friday night, the 23rd, a week from today. Although, frankly, it's, there's not a lot of cards in there. I will almost certainly be able to get that out to you sooner than that. Our paid shipping break tonight is Certified Basketball, and I am projecting that to be out the door no later than Tuesday, possibly sooner, but no later than Tuesday, unless something really hugely unexpected happened. Last thing we need to know, Flawless Collegiate. This applies to you. It doesn't apply to Certified because every team's going to pull cards in Certified. But in Flawless Collegiate, if your team is not pulled and you don't hit any cards at all, you are entitled to a consolation trading card. It can be from any year and any series. I do keep track of that stuff for a rolling 90-day period. Because it is a free shipping break, I typically just hold on to your consolation cards in those kinds of breaks until the next time you have a package shipping. Then the next time you do have a hit, I just simply gather up any and all consolation cards that you are due and I ship them out to you all at once. If you don't want to wait for that, if you'd like to have it sent to you sooner and you want it just in plain white envelope with a stamp, that is not a problem. You just need to drop me a line on eBay and let me know. I will gladly take care of that for you. So first up is 2018-19 Flawless Collegiate Basketball. This is a half case break. It is break number 1. And everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, the 16th of November. We have team names on the left-hand side. Of course, our winning bidders are on the right-hand side. And we'll put the spreadsheet up again when we get to Certified Basketball. But for right now, of course, we're just doing Flawless Collegiate. So if you're in Certified, you're going to get a chance to see your name up there shortly. Last but not least, I am removing autofocus. I am manually setting the focus. That is why your focus is changing and why the background has gone slightly out of focus. Now let's see what's in chat before I grab this case up here. So Jay Allen is here. Kevin is here. Greg is here. The Major Rad, you said you only see 4 or 5 slots for the vault. Okay, guys. eBay has been messing up my listings apparently again big time, and it, by the way, is costing me thousands of dollars when they do this. But you have to refresh the page, okay? So there are like 30 something bidding categories for that vault, Major Rad. So if you're only seeing 4 or 5 bidding categories, then you've got to refresh the page. Ditto, anytime you're doing one of my breaks and you don't see all 30 teams listed or 32 teams if it happens to be football, I didn't forget and leave them out. I promise I count them every time. But if you reload the page, usually they will show up. I don't know why they're not all showing up originally, but they're not. I've reported this before. I keep talking to them about it. They keep not getting it fixed, and I don't know what else to do. I do know that it's costing me a massive amount of money when my things don't display, and yeah, it gets kind of bad. Now, I'm told that if you're looking on a mobile device, Major Rad, somebody told me last night that sometimes you have to close the app and reopen the app if you're on a mobile device. But if you're on a desktop, or obviously a laptop or similar, if you're going in through a browser and not an app, you should just be able to reload it a couple of times if you're looking at, see all of my items kind of thing. And it should pop in there on one of those reloads. In the meantime, guys, I don't know what to do. It's a mess, and it seems to be getting worse rather than better. But I will call them again. So let's see here. We have 2 boxes in Flawless Collegiate. You just saw me take them out of the case and number them 1, 2. The reason I do that is because we're going to roll over here to random.org. And we're going to let random decide which one of these we open tonight versus which one we open tomorrow night in the back half of the case. So it's pretty simple. I'm just typing in 1 and 2. I'm going to randomize it 3 times. First 2 won't matter. The third one will be the one we open. So we're ignoring the first one. We're ignoring the second one. Here's our third and final. There's 3 times. Our date and time stamp comes up that we are opening case number 2 tonight. Then, all right, so let's see, what else do we have here in chat? I see lots of chat coming in. So, Greg, you and Jay Allen both need some hits and certified. All right, we'll work on that for you here in a minute. And the Major Rad says, in Flawless, there are some players without a team and 3 or 4 cards that are college team letter cards. So I don't know what you mean by players without a team. So we would have to look at that, I guess. But a college team letter card would, of course, for sure, go by way of random. I believe those would only show up if we pulled one of the Duke briefcases or the University of Kentucky briefcases, or there's a third one, I forget who it is, but there are 3 Flawless Collegiate. There are 3 that are university specific. If we pulled one of those, I think is the only place you would find the college team letter card, as far as I can tell. And the Major Rad, you should, there's not another way to list those other than the way they're listed on eBay. So all you can really do is just hit, see seller's other items. And as you said, if it's not showing up in there, there's not much I can tell you other than what eBay has told me, which is that you have to refresh the page. And supposedly engineering is working on it, but apparently they're not doing a very good job of it. And then as someone mentioned last night, which I referenced earlier, if you're on the mobile device and you're in the app, you may have to close and reopen the app. But there's no other way to do it. If they're missing, they're going to show up missing for you, whether you do it through advanced search or whether you look in the eBay store or whether you do items by seller. I'm told they just they aren't there until you, refresh it. So I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you on that, guys. Believe me, I don't like it either. It costs me a lot of money. So when my listings can't show up, then they're not there to bid on. I guess I didn't cut all the way through that one. Then that makes life difficult for me as well. So I'm no fan of it either, believe me. Here's our empty briefcase except for the keys. Of course, guys, everybody is going to be in their collegiate uniforms. We all know that. And anytime we have something where someone's in a collegiate uniform, they're going to go to their current team. If they are an active player, if they are a retired player, no longer actively playing in the NBA, then we would look at the team they played for the longest. So that way we're kind of all on the same page here before we get started. I can also tell you this. I have not yet memorized all of our rookies and the teams they go to. And I know I should have by now, but I haven't. So some of these, you know what, I may not know right away. And we may have to look them up and address them and that sort of thing. So, Chris, yes, we did get that paid for the other night in Flawless for sure. And it was that was a pretty awesome hit on that. So Cliff Hagan comes out first. Of course, he played for my alma mater, the University of Kentucky. That is numbered to 10. I know he played for the Hawks. I don't know if he played anywhere else or not, but of course, him being a retired player, we will look that up. It will be one of those length of service things. So it's going to be the team that he played for the longest. We have right here Kyrie Thomas. That is numbered to 25. He's one of our current year rookies, and I can't remember where he goes. I know I warned you guys. I can't remember on a lot of these. Jordan Bell and Troy Brown to 25. Jordan Bell, of course, is a Warrior. Troy Brown, I believe, is a Wizard, but I will double check that before we get going on it. Landry Shamet, that is numbered to 20. Landry, I believe, is a 76er. Of course, again, guys, I check all this before it goes out the door. Amari Spellman, that is numbered to 15. He is an Atlanta Hawk. Magic Johnson, we know where that goes. Oh, hoo-yah. That is numbered to 10, and that nice Magic Johnson is headed to the Los Angeles Lakers. Yeah, I like that. Then we have Michael Porter Jr. to 25. Michael Porter Jr., Denver Nuggets, I do believe. Marvin Bagley III, he is the Kings. Wendell Carter Jr., he is the Bulls. That is numbered to 20. So, of course, we know that we're going to have to do a little work on that because we've got two different teams on there. I need to, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and grab our other two-team card and put it over there. And we will, that's our little housekeeping area. Trae Young, this is for the Atlanta Hawks. It is numbered to 15. So that's a nice, if you've got the Hawks, I can guarantee you that's exactly who you were looking for, and a nice encased hit there for the Hawks. We have our diamond card is Zaire Smith, and Zaire Smith is numbered to 25. We've got a little diamond chip in there. This card tells us that our diamond chips are authentic and that they're not blood diamonds. However, they only give us one of those cards, and obviously we've got two that have diamond chips in them. So typically that card doesn't really go anywhere because there's no, you know, if somebody really super duper wants it, let me know. But we would, since there are two with diamond chips and only one card, that makes it a little rough. Numbered to 10, it is Mikal Bridges from the Villanova Wildcats. Okay, so we've got a little housekeeping to do here. And Mikal Bridges, by the way, is the Phoenix Suns, I do believe. I always have to think about that. Miles Bridges, I think, is the Hornets. Mikal Bridges is the one that is the Phoenix Suns. Sometimes I do get those backwards. All right, so Jordan Bell and Troy Brown. I'm pretty sure Troy Brown is a Wizard, but I'm just going to pull it up and check here real quickly. And then assuming that that is correct, we will go to the spreadsheet and find out if we have the same team owner or different team owners for the Warriors and the Wizards. Obviously, if we have different team owners, what that means is that that card will have to go by way of random.org. Okay? And I'm trying to get this pulled up here, and I don't know why. I can't seem to get it. NBA.com never wants to load for me when I'm in a break. Like when I'm not in a break, sure, you can find it all over the place. When you're in the break, you can never find the stupid thing. Yes, it is the Wizards. Okay, so Warriors and Wizards on this one. We're going to go over here back to our spreadsheet, find out if we need to go to random or not. So the Warriors is Brandon Ayers, and our Wizards is Jesper21. So that means we do have to go to random.org. And here's how it's going to work. A lot like it worked the way that we did, the way we used it to figure out which box we were going to open. So I'm going to type in Warriors because they're on the left. They're going to be typed in first. Wizards will be typed in second. Oh, look at that. I wasn't even in the box. See, I was typing without looking, and I typed it all out. I didn't have the cursor in the box. What a dummy. Let's try that again. Okay, so again, we'll be randomizing 3 times. The first 2 do not count. It is only going to be the third and final random that's going to make the decision for us, okay? So ignore the first one. Ignore the second one. Here's our third and final. There's 3 times. Our date and time stamp comes up for the Wizards. So that means it went to the Troy Brown bidding position on here. And did I happen to, I don't know if I did or not. Hang on there a second. No, I did not. Okay, I wasn't sure if I had, I'll just use this. So that is obviously, guys, I'm not going to mark on a card. That's on a sleeve. That is to just simply remind me where random awarded that. So that goes to the bidding spot for the Wizards, the Troy Brown. Now that brings us to this, where we have Marvin Bagley for the Kings on one side, Wendell Carter Jr. for the Bulls on the opposite side. So let's roll back to our spreadsheet. We're going to kind of rinse and repeat, but with 2 different teams. So the Bulls, Logic Boy, and the Kings, where are you, Sacramento Kings? Ah, both Logic Boy. Fantastic. Doesn't that save us some time and make things handy? Ah, yes, it does. So that one doesn't have to go to random because Logic Boy owns both the bidding spots. Woohoo! I like that plan. We are now going to check out Cliff Hagan. I suspect that goes to the Atlanta Hawks, but I've got to make sure on length of service. So since he's a retired kind of guy, it's going to be the team that he played for the longest. So that's what I'm going to look up right now, which means I can't see chat right at this moment while I'm in here pulling up his stats, if I can ever get, you know, this stupid site to load and help me. Otherwise, it just likes to be like really, really slow. Oh, see, he did play 3 seasons for somebody else. I don't know who. But he did play 10 seasons for the Hawks. So that's all. That's what we care about. So Cliff Hagan is, of course, then the Atlanta Hawks, which is pretty much exactly what we expected. And then our Kyrie Thomas. I want to look that up. I'm not 100% sure on that one. And I would like to be 100% sure before I say it out loud. So how about we just double check it right about now, and then I'll let you know. So Kyrie Thomas here is what? Detroit Pistons, it looks like. So there we go. Kyrie is the Detroit Pistons. There's the Michael Porter Jr., which he's a Maverick or a Nugget. Magic Johnson, of course, to 10, going to the Lakers. The Omari Spellman to 15, going to the Hawks, who ended up having a really nice break, didn't they? Landry Shamet to 20. I believe that Landry is a 76er. Once again, I will verify it before it goes out the door. Let me just make sure that I don't have my Bridges mixed up again. I am fairly certain that Mikal Bridges is the one that's the Phoenix Suns, and the other Bridges is in Charlotte, Miles. Mikal Bridges, where are you, buddy? Yeah, he is the Suns, so I was right on that one the first go round. And then we have Zaire Smith. Let's double check him too. I know, it takes me longer this way, but I would rather just make sure I get it right. And eventually I will learn them where I don't have to think about it. But for now, I do still want to check it. So Zaire Smith is, what? Where does he go, guys? He got drafted by somebody, didn't he? Is he even coming up on here? Hang on a minute. I don't even see him coming up in here. Okay. Oh, that's because he was in that trade. I should have remembered that. Okay, so he was drafted by the Suns, traded to the Sixers. That was part of the Mikal Bridges trade. So he is a 76er, Philadelphia 76er. And then Trae Young, of course, to 15 is the Atlanta Hawks. So there we go. We are all finished up with our fabulous, flawless collegiate. Back half of that case, of course, coming tomorrow night. For those of you who might want to jump in there and try your hand tomorrow night. So we are back to business this evening, headed into certified basketball. I had to think about that a minute. So you probably saw this already. If you did not, there's the information that you need to know in regard to shipping dates and consolation cards, which applies to flawless, but not so much to certified. Every team's going to pull cards in certified. So certified out the door on or before Tuesday, barring some drastic circumstance. And flawless collegiate out the door on or before Friday, almost certainly before Friday, because it's, again, it's a pretty quick little sort. So I don't expect that to go long. 12-box case of 2018-19 certified basketball, full case break number 2. This just came out this week. And of course, format that you're used to there with team names on the left. Your name is up in lights across from your team on the right-hand side if you happen to be the winning bidder tonight. And we're just kind of scrolling down through here so you get a chance to refresh your memory about what teams you have. If you're like me, half the time, you know, if I bid it far out, I can't remember. It has to be like the night it ends for me to remember what teams are mine. All right, so let's get all of our boxes out of here first. So I'm sure everybody knows by now, we are in regular certified this year. There is no totally certified, thank goodness. I like regular certified better. I always have. So I was super jazzed when they switched us to regular certified here for basketball. Cards look great this year. Each one of our boxes is going to have 2 autographs and 1 memorabilia card on average, quote unquote. That's always what Panini says. I point that out to you for 2 reasons. The first is sometimes our hits get replaced by points cards. So that's one reason it says on average. And the other reason is every once in a while they'll just completely mess up and leave a hit out. Every once in a while they gift us with an extra hit too. But most of the time, fortunately, they're kind of on the money. If we do find points cards tonight that have replaced hits, then we're going to give them out at the end of the break using random.org. Man, I tell you, I've got a little bit of a sinus infection, I think. And I'm taking some antibiotics. Does anybody else do this when you have antibiotics that are left over from something else? Maybe you didn't finish taking them, or I don't know, they gave you too much or whatever. And you just kind of stick it in a drawer, and then later, if you think you're getting sick, you just kind of go, yeah, I'll give that a try. Well, that's what I'm doing with the sinus infection. And whatever I'm taking, it is helping. It's drying up the sinuses a little bit, but it's also like really making my throat and my mouth really dry. So, if I keel over in the middle of the break, somebody, probably would have to call a poison control center or something. Greg, you don't think that there are enough cards in Flawless? Well, that's part of the deal, though. That's why they're so high end. That's why they have such high resale value. They're pricey. They are expensive stuff. I wouldn't want them to put any more cards in there than that because I wouldn't be able to afford the case. I mean, those cases are quite pricey, as most of you know. Those are the collegiate, right around $1,200 a case, and you've got just those few cards in it, so you can do the math and figure out the per card price. So I definitely would not want them to, put a whole lot more in there. We wouldn't be able to buy the case. Jay Allen, you are looking for NOLA tonight. And Chris, you're looking for J.R. Carter? Right. James is here. James is looking for, I can't say his name right. Okaji. Yeah, whatever. And the Tripper. Grayson Allen. Chris says you feel like we're going to hit a 1-of-1 base rookie card tonight. Well, maybe. You never know. So here's what you need to know about this card, and I stopped on it for a reason. That's because you see Isaiah Thomas here. He's in a Lakers uniform. So if you're just not paying a whole lot of attention, you see that go by, you see that Lakers uniform, you might think, hey, why isn't that in my cards if you have the Lakers and it doesn't show up? It's because it's got the Nuggets team name on it, and it's got in little tiny letters there the traded information, the date he was traded to the other team, and of course the team logo again on the back designated as the Nuggets. So cards are always going to go to what you see on the card itself for the team designation, not what you see on the uniform. And there'll be lots of those in there. This is numbered to 299. We'll find plenty of those red parallels that are numbered to 299. These 2018 inserts are, generally speaking, I think, falling about $1 a box. It is Jalen Brunson for the Mavericks on that particular one. Anytime we see the orange parallel, it's going to be numbered to 99. That particular one is Victor Oladipo and the Pacers. Certified future inserts are generally not numbered. And our first hit is here. Look at that. That's another former UK player. That is Dan Issel for the Nuggets. And I forgot to get the other size sleeves out, so hold on there for a minute, please. Latchman's here. Hi, Latchman. Greg, you said you paid for the box. You paid for the box of what, man? Flawless? Did you pay for the box of Flawless? Did you bid over $1,200 on Flawless tonight? I don't think so, because it looked like I probably lost money on Flawless tonight. I didn't add it up, but just first glance looks like I probably went in the hole a little bit. Dan Issel and the Nuggets, our first autograph hit out. Remember, again, we're looking for 2 autographs and 1 memorabilia card per box. Energizers insert, those again generally not numbered. We'll find a handful. Gold team, Knicks, Kristaps Porzingis. I think the last break we found maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 of those, something like that. It was less than 10 of them anyway. To 199, that's Tyler Dorsey for the Hawks in the blue parallel. Ooh, stuck to our little spacer card there was a Tony Parker for the Hornets, which is still hard to remember. That refracts. It's not numbered, but it is a refractor, just a base refractor for those who might care about that sort of thing. Some do, some don't. And of course, I really cannot believe that they are releasing Prism Basketball, which is one of the biggest releases of the year, the day before Thanksgiving. Like, what in the world? Why did they do that? They make some strange choices sometimes over there at Panini. This is the number to 149. It is D'Angelo Russell and the Nets for a relic. We are still looking for one autograph card in this box. That's to 299 for the Cavs. Lasting Impressions, of course, just another insert set that we're going to find throughout. There's a nice hit for the Grizzlies. Rookie roll call, Jaren Jackson Jr., and those are on-card autographs. They're not stickers. And generally speaking, probably the more desirable of the autographs out of here are the rookie roll call. That's to 199 blue parallel, Marvin Bagley for the Kings. So the rookie roll call in here is kind of like the next day autograph equivalent in Donruss, you know, because it's that next day auto we chase in Donruss. Rookie roll call is kind of what we're chasing here. And it doesn't seem like that there's a lot of cards in every box, but there's still, I mean, there's a decent number of cards in here. You know, 50 cards a box, so we're talking 700 card break, so it's not going to take us all night or anything, but it's still a pretty good amount to work our way through. Hopefully with lots of good hits. And we'll, of course, we're breaking this again. What night did I say? Tuesday night, I think. And then I think I still actually will even have maybe a case or two left even beyond that we'll get into somewhere down the dusty trail. But we all know once Prism Basketball gets here, that's gonna be what we'll be in for the better part of the holiday weekend. We'll probably bust a fair amount of Prism Basketball. I don't think I will on Thanksgiving night, though. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to break Thanksgiving night. Sometimes last year, I don't think I did last year. I might have. I don't know. I can't remember really. I remember kind of having the same dilemma, thinking, maybe, or would I rather watch television and sit around and eat leftovers? But of course, if we don't break Thursday night for Thanksgiving, we would certainly get back into Prism again on Friday night. Jay Allen, my sleeve split. You said that, you think we're going to have a run for the Grizzlies again. You said it was Minnesota and Memphis out of the last case. Definitely was Minnesota. It was tons of Minnesota Timberwolves in the last one. To 149 for the Jazz, that is Derek Favors. In fact, I got all of that stuff out. Yeah, so how about that? Your certified's already on the way. Priority mail insert for the Greek Freak, and that is the Milwaukee Bucks with the Giannis. At the last case, we only found one of those. I don't know if there'll be more in this one or not. To 299, the Rockets. So we'll just have to... I'm working my way through it the same as you guys are. This is the first that we've had of regular certified in basketball in years and years and years. Rovers, you said you are looking for Luka. You are a man after my own heart. Everybody that breaks with me often knows that I love, love, love Luka Doncic. That's who I had. That's who I thought should have gone #1 overall. I said it before the draft. I still say it. Kevin Knox and the Knicks. That's rookie roll call on card autograph. We pulled that out of the last case too. So Kevin Knox seems to be coming out with some regularity out of here. To 199, the Milwaukee Bucks. There's a gold team for the Heat with Goran Dragic. This is a refractor that is not numbered, just a base refractor Another lasting impression. Certified futures, of course, plenty of those as well. For the Wizards to 299 with Bradley Beal. And an Energizers insert. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, actually. Kevin Knox coming out of certified very readily, which, being that he's a lottery pick, a lot of times the lottery picks don't seem to come out as readily as some of the others, but he certainly has been showing up so far. To 199, that's Kristaps for the Knicks, of course. Certified stars, that one's the Thunder and Paul George. There will be plenty of those to go around as well. Amari Spellman to 99 for the Hawks. There's Alonzo certified stars. Here is our other autograph. It is Eric Dampier for the Dallas Mavericks, numbered to 199. That is box number 2, all finished up. I tried to get a case of some older basketball. They had somebody had some 2010, 2011 classics basketball, but it sold out before I could get it. In case quantity, anyway. But I'm keeping my eye out for some fun stuff like that. You know, usually around Black Friday, they put some pretty cool stuff out. And I almost bought some 2014 Topps Prime Football today in a case. I had it in my cart, and then I got sidetracked because the same place that I was going to order this from, they've lost half of one of my orders. Like, yeah, to the tune of $800 plus. The order was like 16, right about, well, maybe a little, between 15 and 1600 was the order. And I got one box, and it only had half the stuff in it. So I'm missing all my other stuff. So I just kind of thought, do I really want to order more stuff from them right now when I'm missing half the original stuff and they're trying to tell me it's delivered and the tracking shows they never even gave it to UPS? So I don't know. So I didn't get that, but we'll probably find some fun stuff over the Black Friday, Cyber Monday kind of time frame. Usually you can find some interesting things. Scott is here. Hi, Scott. How was your day today? Where did you work today, Scott? That's numbered to 299, Zaire Smith and the 76ers. We have a freshman fabric. That is also for the Grizzlies. I believe Jay Allen said, uh-oh, here we go, Grizzlies, earlier. He might be right. Jaren Jackson Jr. is numbered to 99, and he's playing well for the Grizzlies. So, honestly, I don't mind if you stack up on hits for him. I think that might pay off somewhere down the road. Numbered to 49 for the Mavericks. And the Mighty is another insert set, which are not numbered, but we'll see a few of. That's to 299 for the Magic. We have an autograph. Our second autograph out of here is for the Mavericks. Speaking of, it is Mark Aguirre. And I apparently have just one of those bad packs of sleeves, because about every other sleeve seems to split right down the side when I try to put anything in it. So, maybe that's why they sold them to me for less than normal, you think? That is a base refractor of De'Aaron Fox for the Sacramento Kings. A 2018 insert. That's also a refractor, isn't it? Patty Mills, yeah. 2018 for the Nets with Musa. Fabric of the Game relic for Aaron Holiday and the Pacers. Oh, you were at the Horse Park and the Summit both today, huh? And then you had a, oh man, then you had a side job in Mount Sterling. Dang, man. That is numbered to 99. It is for the Houston Rockets. You're working too much, Scott. You gotta spend more time breaking, right? Less time working. Of course, if you spent less time working, then you might not have then, you know, then the money wouldn't be there for breaking. That's what I always tell myself too when I think, oh, I want to work less. It's like, oh, wait, then I can't buy into as many breaks. That's the 199 for the Nuggets. So, of course, this time of year, I don't buy into as many breaks as much as I like go crazy buying weird stuff that I find on Black Friday that I decide I want to open. Yeah, that's me. I'm the one that buys all that stuff. When I say, ooh, yeah, that'd be fun to open some 2007 basketball or whatever it is, you know. Yes, Scott, the Flawless Collegiate came out today, the 2018-19 Flawless Collegiate. We broke that earlier tonight. First half of the case. The back half of the case will be tomorrow night. So that's the way the NBA calendar with Panini is really strange. So obviously we just finished up 17-18 class, which ends with a release of regular Flawless, and that just was what, a couple of weeks ago that was released, and we finished up breaking it, of course, this week with that extra case I had gotten. And then right behind it, they come out with 18-19 instead of 17-18, but that's the Collegiate Flawless. So we get Collegiate Flawless at the start of the season, but then we won't see Flawless again for the 18-19 class until about November of next year. You know, they do it a little differently in football. You know, the season ends much. The card group for the season ends much sooner than it does for basketball. And you start on, you know, the new group of rookies much faster in football than you do in basketball. Scott, you're funny. Now, the Magic Johnson was nice, though, guys. It was to 10. And, of course, the Hawks had a great break. They hit the Trae Young in there, and it was encased. And then the Amari Spellman, they also hit the Cliff Hagan. So the Hawks had a really nice break in Flawless tonight. To 199, that was Luka for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson for the Mavericks. That is numbered to 5. And maybe Dallas is going to be on a little bit of a roll tonight. I don't know. I think that's what Jay Allen was predicting earlier. Yeah, Scott, the Hawks really had an excellent break in Flawless. I mean, you know, to hit so few cards in there and you hit 3 of them, that's pretty nice. That's to 299, Jaylen Brown for the Celtics. There's a gold team, Giannis for the Bucks. That was Miles Bridges, rookie down there for the Hornets. This is a 2018 Aaron Holiday insert for the Pacers. A relic for Luka, but that's not what you want. You want the ink, but we at least have you moving in the right direction. It is numbered to 149, and it is certainly looking like it might be the kind of night that the Mavericks will enjoy. That's one thing we noticed going through the first way around out of case number 1 is that there were certain teams that seemed to just pull a lot. To 299, Enes Kanter. So that might be what's going to happen tonight. We'll see. Warriors to 99. That is the Trailblazers to 299. Ooh, nice low number to 10. It's for the Pacers with Sabonis. Latchman, you got a package today. Good. It's always good to see the mailman deliver cards, isn't it? It's like Christmas. And we are close to Christmas, actually, too. So that is a nice low number hit to 10 for the Pacers. So they're off to a good start. However, I'm off to a clumsy start. I just dropped a bottle of water. See there, I was thinking I could just grab it and do it real quickly, and then I dropped it. So, yeah. Jay Allen, you got mail from me today too. Excellent. Hopefully something fun in it, we would hope. And see, now, Jay Allen, you had the opposite experience as Latchman. You said the first case was terrible for you. You didn't have very much in it. Latchman hit like a ton of stuff. I think he said he hit, what'd you say, 13 hits or something out of that first case, right? It was a crazy amount for you in that break. So I think it all depends on the team, but we can thank our dear friends at Panini for not doing a better job with the collation / randomization of teams when they put some of these products together. But no matter what, I just like it much better than totally certified. I think the cards look nicer and cleaner. It's a little higher end kind of look and feel to it to me than totally certified was. I'm a fan. Oh, you guys know what? I saw stuff for a new product today. This is the 299 Mikal Bridges and the Sons. And it's going to be called Panini 1. It's a football product. Oh, man. This is Mikalik is what I call him. Now, it may not be pronounced anything remotely like that, but we all know I kind of just go with the flow and kind of make up something because I can't pronounce half of them. So I'm going to call him Mikalik, and he's for the Lakers. So, Panini 1. Here's what you want to know about that. It is kind of like, well, it's not kind of like, every card in there is going to be encased. And I think it said, there was a percentage. I want to say it said 85% of them will be autographs paired with prime patches. And I guess the other 15% not paired with prime patches. That's to 149. It's Kevin Garnett and the Timberwolves. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. I did kind of glance at it, so don't totally hold me to that percentage, but I think that's right. That's to 299 for the Hornets. And it's going to be a 20-box case, every card encased, and I believe it's going to be one card per box, taking kind of a page out of the Topps formula for that. And some of them may be acetate, some of them may be regular, but the mock-ups that they showed were pretty awesome. That is Dwayne Wade to 99 for the Heat. So I believe, if I remember correctly, it might be a January release date. That's to 199, John Wall and the Wizards. But we just saw the marketing materials on it just today, and it looks pretty interesting. This is freshman fabric. Oh boy, see, Scott got here just in time to watch me try to pronounce his name. To 149 for the Atlanta Hawks. It's Kevin Herter. I can't say it. Herter. Herter. That's not right. Whatever. It's Kevin, and he's for the Hawks. That is to 299. It's for the Washington Wizards. There's Kristaps again on a gold team for the Knicks. We've already, I think, pulled more gold team cards tonight than we pulled out of the first case, maybe entirely. So gold team's coming out a little more frequently this evening. Jay Allen, you said you're going to stop buying Panini products if they can't get their sorting straightened out. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what you said. You know, it's not just Panini, guys. Topps has the same problem, and some products definitely you see it happen more than other products. And I think often it has to do with the total size of the checklist. So when the checklist itself is smaller and there are fewer card possibilities, fewer autograph possibilities, the base card set's a little smaller, that kind of thing. That's where I have noticed that we see worse examples of randomizing maybe than in some other products. So it's very much And then even that, there are sometimes I'll think, man, they just did a terrible job with this product. And because the first 2 or 3 cases might be really skewed towards something or another. And then you might have 2 or 3 more cases that are completely done like normal. And then you might have another couple that aren't done very well. So I think there's a lot of factors that go into it. And I wish that we didn't have so many problems with that, but we definitely do. Topps and Panini have the same issue. And, you know, so does Leaf, really, to a lesser extent. But they all kind of do. They don't make it easy on us anyway. Devontae Graham for the Hornets. That's to 2018. We have a little autograph for Landry and the 76ers. Certified potential. That, of course, is also a nice on-card autograph. No sticker autos on those either. This is numbered to 99 for the Pacers. And some people actually probably prefer the certified potential to the rookie roll call. I just always, to me, rookie roll call is more strongly associated with certified. So that's probably why I tell you I think it's the better of the two. But honestly, they're probably valued pretty similarly, I imagine. Yeah, Greg, you said you don't think Topps and Panini care about about how they do that sort of thing. I mean, I think they do, but here's the thing. I imagine it's a really difficult thing to fix. Because I think if it were super easy to do, they would do it. And the fact that they haven't tells me that it's probably not super easy to do. Meanwhile, we have somebody looking like they're in a crystal ball, because I do believe that Chris Long said we were going to find a 1-of-1 base card tonight. If I am not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that Chris called that out way back before we even had a box open. And there it is. It is C.J. McCollum for the Portland Trail Blazers with a nice little 1-of-1 base card there. So, how about that for a little crystal ball action? So Chris Long maybe should be, playing the ponies or giving us some lottery numbers or, taking advantage of that somehow. Now, see, I didn't think Chronicles Baseball was bad this year, Jay Allen. I actually thought Chronicles Baseball was randomized pretty well this year, as a matter of fact. That is numbered to 10, and it is for the Knicks. That's a nice relic in there. It's actually a really cool relic in there, and that is Mario Hezonja. So, very cool for the Knicks, who already have a nice Kevin Knox hit. You can add that to go along with it. To 299 for the Kings. Rover says, oh, just let this be the case where they drop like 20 Luka autographs. That's to 199 Zaire Smith and the 76ers. Well, normally I don't show these. We save them to the end of the break, but this one happened to hit us face up, so I guess we'll go ahead and look at it. Alan, it's Costas. It's baby Greek freak. Costas Antetokounmpo rookie roll call comes up. Little baby brother of Giannis, as a matter of fact. So, and you didn't even have to wait for the reveal to the end of the break because it hit us face up right there in the pack. So, there you go. How about that? Well, Chris, here's the thing about you did not like Chronicles Basketball, you said. I disagree with you on Chronicles Basketball in a sense, not entirely. There's a two-part thought on that. Part A is I absolutely love the fact that they have all those parallels in there that you can't get anywhere else, from the various card series that they no longer make, that are defunct, and or in the case of baseball and maybe some in basketball too, series that they've never produced before for whichever of the two. So I love having the parallels in there, and they are the chase, especially in basketball. I mean, if we had been lucky enough, which we have not been, But had we been lucky enough to find one of the gala inserts in Chronicles basketball, it would have been worth a few $100 no matter who was on it. If we had found it for one of our hot rookies, it would have been worth a lot of money. So the chase in Chronicles basketball was about the parallels. It was never about the autographs or the relics on the Chronicles base cards. So that part I like. Here's the part that I don't like. In baseball, a lot of the parallels were autographed. In fact, it was almost all the autographs and the relics. The vast majority of them were on the parallels, and you didn't have a whole lot that were done on the Chronicles base card set. And basketball didn't have any autographs or relics in the parallels. That's the part I didn't like. I loved that the parallels were there and that was the chase and that's where the money was in the set, and that was awesome because that's a very kind of old school way to approach it. But what I did not like is that we did not have the option to pull any sort of autograph or relic on the parallels. There's Luka again, Doncic, for the Dallas Mavericks on the 2018 insert. So if they could just take a hair, you know, just take that one little tweak that they did in baseball and apply it to basketball, it would be the perfect product for both, I think. And Nerlens Noel to 149 for the Thunder with the little relic hit there. Greg, you said you were not a fan of Chronicles. You mean basketball or baseball? This is to 299 for the Hornets. Oh, for sure. I mean, we pulled some fantastic parallels in baseball. I mean, I loved what we pulled in baseball. And we pulled, one case we pulled two, I think maybe, there might have even been 3 Ohtanis in there. But 2 of them were autographs and the other one might have been a relic, or it might have just been the 2 autos and I'm dreaming about the relic. Anyway, out of one case, it was amazing. I thought Chronicles baseball was fantastic this year. I loved it. Trae Young, certified potential for the Hawks, and that is another nice hit out of this case. It was so far improved over last year. The first pass of Chronicles baseball was not great. The changes they made to it for this past year were wonderful. Signed, sealed, delivered for the Denver Nuggets. We have an autograph here to 199 with Tario Abdul-Wahad. Or something not remotely like that. But anyway, it's the Denver Nuggets on a signed, sealed, and delivered parallel. Speaking of having autographs on parallels, that is to 299. It was for the Warriors. We do have another priority mail in here, and that's Lillard out of case number 1. We had one of those. We've already found 2 tonight. So case number 1 just must have been not as generous with some of our parallels. To 49 for the Heat on the last one. You said 19 more to go, Rover. Looking for all your Doncic hits. I know. That is numbered to 199. It's Jalen Brunson coming out again for the Dallas Mavericks. Numbered to 99. We have a little DeMar DeRozan again. Note the Spurs on there. Still hard for me to remember too. You know, he was traded and I have a hard time remembering it myself. I always want to just automatically spit out the other team. Chris, you need a Bulls numbered card, huh? Well, we ought to be able to find that, I hope. We'll try. We're going to do our best anyway. You said Trae Young has an IQ of 9. Have I ever heard him speak? I do not guess I've ever heard Trae Young speak. I'm sure his IQ is much higher than 9, though, because, you know what? The guy wouldn't be able to do all the stuff he does on the floor if he couldn't learn the plays and all that. But no, I have not heard it. And now Jay Allen says it's gone down to 8. Oh, come on, guys. Don't be hating on Trae Young. I mean, he was very streaky in college, too. I'm sure you all remember that. He was, I mean, being that he was only there 1 year, it was very recently. And he was very hot, and then he cooled way off in the middle and towards the end of the season. And he was very up and down. I think he's going to be that way. It would seem that he is headed that direction again this year. Professionally, going to be a little streaky. But that's all right. Kid is young, man. He's young. You got to give him a few years to develop, and I think Trae Young's going to be just fine. And he was a lot of fun to watch, frankly, in college ball. I'm sure. I haven't really watched him play much yet for the Hawks, but I'm sure it's fun to watch, too. So, all right, we have an autograph coming out right away here, and it's for the Clippers, and it's my man, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm kind of loving this case. I was kind of loving it anyway, but we pulled Kevin Knox earlier. Now we're pulling Shai. We're pulling all my UK guys, and you know that gives me a special little thrill. But not for nothing, Shai is playing pretty well for the Clippers also. So you see, Scott, this is why you should have bought the Clippers and the Knicks tonight, because you would have Kevin and Shai already in your corner. For the Trailblazers, it is to 149 on that relic. To 199 for the Clippers. That might actually be the first Shai autograph that I have pulled out of the new card season. It's the first one I remember, anyway. Numbered to 99 for the 76ers, J.J. Redick. 2018 insert Dante DiVincenzo for the Bucks. To 299, the Nuggets. An autograph that looks a lot like a Laker, because it is. It's Cedric Ceballos, signed, sealed, and delivered for the Los Angeles Lakers, who already had their rookie hit, I think. No, see, Scott, you're looking at that wrong, man. That's not the way it works. It's not if you buy them, then they don't hit. No, it's you buy them and then you clean up. That's how you've always got to think, man. Marc Gasol, gold team for the Memphis Grizzlies. Number to 199, that's the Washington Wizards. And I think the Clippers actually went pretty low tonight. It's just a 299 for the Mavericks, as in, like, I think they went really low tonight. Clippers, for whatever reason, I mean, it almost doesn't matter who their rookies are. Clippers just don't ever sell for a lot of money. I don't think they have as much of a fan base, maybe, as some of the other teams. At least that's my take on it. I've never really seen no matter the rookie, I've just never seen the Clippers being a team that it's like, ooh, yeah, that's going to sell well. But in general, certified is a nice product that you can buy into at a really reasonable cost, usually, so it's definitely going to be a lot more reasonable than Prism, I'm sure. Prism prices always go through the roof. Chris is saying he still needs a hit. Latchman says tonight's a bust. You're giving up too soon, man. I tell you guys all the time, don't give up till you get to the last box. The last box. We still have this one to look through and 3 more sitting behind us there. So we've still got 4 boxes, which means 8 more autographs, 4 more memorabilia cards, and untold numbers of numbered cards and inserts and whatnot yet to find. Jay Allen, you said most teams do what? Oh, need a hit. I got you. It took me a minute. I had to think that through. No, Greg, this case isn't dead. We've had nice hits come out of this case so far. So I don't think that at all. Kevin Knox was a lottery pick. Trae Young is a lottery pick. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right outside a lottery pick. And, oh, look at this, Scott. It's the trifecta for UK. There's Hamidou Diallo coming out as well, numbered to 149 for the Thunder. There's Hammy. So now that's this is the case that you should have bought into, Scott. Now we'll have to find another one for you when you decide to buy into it. You needed a hit for the Bulls, Chris. How about this? It is numbered to 149. You have a relic for Zach LaVine, so you're on the board anyway. You have your wish of a numbered card and a hit at the least. To 199 for the Pistons, that is Kyrie Thomas, who we pulled out of Flawless earlier. One of the ones that came out of Flawless. To 199, there's Nola with Mirotic. Heard they might be shopping him. Did anybody else hear that? Blake Griffin and the Pistons, certified stars numbered to 10, the gold version. We'll stack it kind of in. Oh, it's to 10. We should put it somewhere else. Dude, I did put the 1 of 1 in our stack of recap stuff, but 10 I guess I should put somewhere else. To 299, that's Paul George and the Thunder. We got more gold coming? Yeah, we do. And it's the Clippers, numbered to 10 with Tobias Harris. So that pack with a couple of gold, or that box, I should say, with a couple of golds to 10. And who have we here? It is for the T-Wolves. It is Bates Diop, certified potential for the Wolves. So we have, oh, we're not done yet. To 199, Kent Bazemore and the Hawks. We have a gold team, Ben Simmons for the 76ers. Now we've got 9 boxes down and 3 left to search. See what we can find in our last 3 boxes here. But for the most part, I'm happy with what we've gotten in this case thus far, because really the way they look at it with Panini is the lottery picks are the ones that are obviously the hardest to hit in any of the basketball products. They're not in there nearly as frequently as the players who are drafted farther down in round 1 or the players from round 2. So given what we've hit tonight in relation to where they were drafted, which is how Panini would look at it putting a case together, because they would have put it together before we knew how they were playing, I think we've done quite well. Not that I want to not, you know, I want to keep going for sure. I'd love to find some more, but overall I think we're hanging okay in here at the moment. Basketball is always a little more fickle than football. There are just fewer rookies to choose from, so they mix in a lot of other veteran and retired Hall of Fame types and things. It's just a different kind of animal than we have in football, but we've talked about that before. That's to 199. That was Prince, also for the Hawks. We have ourselves a little relic here, fabric of the game, numbered to 149 for the Clippers again. The Clippers are hitting an unusually high amount of things. I shouldn't say that. Actually, the Clippers hit a fair amount. That's numbered to 99 for the Pistons. It just seems like we've called them a lot tonight. The Bulls. Hey, how about that, Chris? You have your rookie, Chandler Hutchison, on a certified potential autograph for the Bulls. So I think we can safely check the box that Chris is happy now, officially. So now we just have to work on getting Jay Allen straightened up with his teams. And sounds like maybe Latchman might need a little love for his team still yet as well. For the Trailblazers, it's Gary Trent Jr. on a rookie roll call. Hard-signed autograph, of course, like our certified potential. Those are also Hard signed. Number to 49, that's the Nets. The Brooklyn Nets. Number to 299, it's the Hawks. Number to 299, it's the Nets. A gold team for the Thunder with Russell Westbrook. That's a base refractor. To 2018 for the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson. On not numbered to 2018. That is a 2018 insert, I should clarify, for Jalen Brunson and the Mavericks. All right, we are on our next to last box. We've got to try to work a little mojo here for New Orleans so that we can try to come up with something for Jay Allen. Got to be something hanging around in here for Nola somewhere. Oh, Chris, you're looking for a 1 of 5 Luka on-card auto. That is extremely specific. To find one numbered to 5 would be fantastic. You're right. It is the second to last box mojo we're working on. You were right about that. You are 100% correct. Next to last box mojo it is. I'd like to be in South Carolina right now, Jay Allen. I'll tell you that. It's cold here. Cold, 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 cold. Chris, I don't remember what the Mavericks went for tonight. I don't remember it being exceptionally high, but, I mean, anytime you're going to get the Mavericks out of 2018, they're probably not ever going to be what I'd call cheap this year, unless something changes. That's to 99 for the Bucks, but I don't remember it being, like, outrageously high tonight. But I didn't really pay a huge amount of attention to it either. I was busy trying to get other stuff set up for the break. The Brooklyn Nets, certified potential with Musa. Chris, you said it's cold where you are too. Where are you? To 149, Jimmy Butler and the T-Wolves. These, of course, these relics are all game worn. So, you know, you probably got a little DNA and sweat on them. That's all cool. But you know they're going to be dumping off the rest of these Jimmy Butlers since he's been traded. So I'd say the next few card series that we see, they'll be putting in tons of Jimmy Butler relics. Numbered to 299 for the Grizzlies. Of course, you know, it's not going to be in the ones that are coming up real quickly because they would have produced them way before he got traded. To 299, Jay Crowder for the Jazz. Although sometimes you see them put them in for the new team anyway. Even though it doesn't match, they just take the old relic and then you'll look at it and go like, wait, that can't be from this team. And then there'll be a little note on the back, oh, this was worn when he was a member of the, you know, whoever's. To 199, Draymond Green and the Warriors. Draymond causing all kinds of trouble over there in Golden State. Or Kevin Durant won. One of them's causing trouble. They're into it collectively. Bruce Brown and the Pistons. That is numbered to 149. So Detroit coming out with a hit here. This is numbered to 299. It's the Knicks. There's the Mighty for the Greek Freak and the Milwaukee Bucks. 2018 insert for Jacob Evans and the Warriors. Now we're on Last Box Mojo. Yes, we are. Jay Allen, it's 38 degrees there. I thought it would have been warmer. You're still warmer than I imagine we are right now. I don't know what our outside temperature is at the moment, but I'd say it's probably less than that. I don't know, though. Maybe. Maybe not. Scott, you said you're addicted to buying and selling. You know what, though? Honestly, I know there are plenty of people that make a lot of money buying into breaks and reselling what they get. I personally do not like listing individual cards. It's just not a thing I enjoy, which is why I very seldom list any, even though I've got 1,000,001 that need to be listed. So that would not be a good thing for me. If I get them, I keep them. I mean, and sometimes I'll even buy into it thinking, oh yeah, if I pull anything out of here, I'm going to sell it. And then I'll get it and I'll think, oh man, do I really want to go through the trouble of getting that listed? And then I don't, and then it goes into a box and there you have. So, that's why I have 80 million cards in Card Mountain and on Card Mountain and that made Card Mountain. But the people I know who do buy and resell using primarily breaks as the way to source what they resell, many of them do very well with it. So, well, see, Scott, you've been on a bad run of bad luck breaks because you haven't been breaking with me, man. You've been breaking off somewhere else with some strangers who probably don't even have any love for the University of Kentucky Wildcats. That's the 299. It's DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns. See, you got to hang here more with us. That's all I'm saying. So our Last Box Mojo, did I call it? If I didn't, I meant to. We always call Last Box Mojo, and we're hoping for the big fiery hits out of here. We're starting out with the Lakers, and that's Mikhailiuk again. We pulled one of him earlier, too, I believe. And here's our second one, so they're back-to-back, coming out really quickly. And it is Anthony Simons for the Trailblazers. So there's our last two autograph hits, unless they bless us with an extra one that we're not expecting. For the Lakers to 299. We have a gold team for the Blazers with Lillard. But we should still have a relic to find. There's Troy Brown Jr. Wizards on the 2018 insert. And a Steph Curry relic. Not bad. To 149 for the Golden State Warriors game worn also. But the other thing I could tell you, Scott, I'm sure you've heard me talk about this before, and you too, JL, and as far as that goes, is make sure, if you are buying for that purpose, like you want to buy in to get hits that you can resell, you're not interested in certain teams because you're keeping it for yourself or that sort of thing. This is numbered to 99 for New Orleans, Mirotic again. I always say go look at the checklist breakdowns. That's to 299 for the Hornets, Malik Monk. And just look and see what teams have the most number of hits and then bid accordingly. That's to 199 Denver Nuggets. That's if you just want volume. If you purely just want to have the best chance to hit the most number of hits, regardless of potential value or other things, just purely from a volume standpoint, that's the way you should approach it. You could look at group break checklists that does have an S on the end, not group break checklist singular, but checklists plural.com is the one that I like best. But you can also use, I think maybe Break Ninja has one. There's some others that also do the same thing. And they just take the checklists that are published by Panini, Topps, Upper Deck, whoever, and then they break it down into individual teams so that you can quickly scroll down through there and see, like, for instance, whatever it is. Like, oh, the Mavericks have 500 possible hits in this, and the Celtics have 1 possible hit and stuff like that. I mean, it would never be that exact kind of extreme ratio, but you get my point. That would help you probably if you were purely looking at it for a purpose of reselling it and just hitting as much volume-wise as you could. I was sorting through to pull out our gold ones, sorry. All right, we're going to go over to the Panini checklist right now. We're going to find out what that's going to be numbered to. It's probably not going to be numbered to anything since it says rookie roll call on it. My guess is it's not going to be numbered at all, but you never know. You never know. It's a possibility. So let's just go check it out and see what we can find here. And I just about forgot the card set, and I just said it was rookie roll call. What is wrong with me? All right, come on. Yeah, don't answer that. I know you guys are like going to list off a big long list of things. Don't do that. Don't answer that. It was rhetorical as to what's wrong with me. This is card number 43. It is Baby Greek Freak, and of course, not numbered. We kind of figured that part out anyway once we saw that it just said base rookie roll call. Well, it didn't say the word base, but it didn't have a color after it anyway. All right, so we are all verified on our redemption and ready to recap the break. Scott, you do use Break Ninja, you said, for the checklist. Yeah, I like that one too. I just like group break checklists better. That's all. For me, it's easier to use group break checklists the way it's organized, but either one of them should help. And yeah, Break Ninja for sure. I mean, I think I mentioned that one a minute ago too. Those two are probably the 2 best ones, and then it's just whichever one's your preference from there. Detroit Pistons, Blake Griffin, Future Stars, gold to 10, and then Tobias Harris to 10 with the Clippers. We had our redemption for Kostas Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak's baby brother, for Dallas. Dan Issel came out for the Nuggets, former University of Kentucky star Dan Issel. Like him. This is numbered to 10 for the Knicks with a cool little relic. We had our 1/1 CJ McCollum base card for the Portland Trail Blazers that someone predicted we were going to hit, and we did. Landry for the 76ers. Certified Potential Freshman Fabric for the Hawks to 149 with Kevin Herterer. Garnett to 149 for the Timberwolves. A rookie roll call for the Lakers, and that is Mikalik. Numbered to 10 for the Pacers, it is Sabonis. A relic for Luka came out for the Mavericks to 149. Jalen Brunson, also for the Mavericks, who had themselves a big night overall. That one is numbered to 5. Fabric of the Game for the Pacers, numbered to 149. It was Aaron Holiday. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Also the Mavericks. Imagine that. That is Mark Aguirre. Freshman Fabric for the Grizzlies. That's Jaren Jackson Jr. to 99. Eric Dampier. Also the Mavericks, who might as well just be backing up the Brinks truck because we're going to have to ship it all to them. Kevin Knox for the Knicks. Mavericks had a lot of good hits tonight. Or a lot of hits. To 149, Derek Favors and the Jazz. Rookie roll call, Jaren Jackson Jr., Grizzlies. The Nets had a D'Angelo Russell relic to 149. Freshman Fabric for the Thunder with Hamidou Diallo to 149. Cedric Ceballos for the Lakers, signed, sealed, and delivered. The Blazers to 149 with Nurkic. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Clippers. This is Tario Abdul Wahad or something, maybe not at all like that. It is signed, sealed, delivered for the Nuggets to 199. The Atlanta Hawks hit a nice Trae Young certified potential. The Oklahoma City Thunder Nerlens Noel relic to 149. A Steph Curry relic to 149 for the Golden State Warriors. The Portland Trail Blazers Anthony Simons comes out, certified potential. There's Mikalik, certified potential for the Lakers. Freshman fabric Bruce Brown and the Pistons to 149, relic and autograph, of course. The T-Wolves and Jimmy Butler to 149 with that relic. Brooklyn Nets Musa, certified potential autograph. Rookie roll call Gary Trent Jr. for the Blazers. There's Chandler Hutchison, certified potential for the Chicago Bulls. Fabric of the game, Jerome Robinson. That is numbered to 149 for the Clippers. Bates Diop, certified potential, T-Wolves, and the Bulls to 149 with a relic for Zach LaVine. Scott, I know I butcher all the names. I try, though. Doesn't that count for something? Probably not, right? Close only counts in horseshoes. Isn't that the deal? Or isn't it two things? Close counts in horseshoes. And is there a second thing? I want to say there is, but I don't know. Horseshoes is the only one I can think of. Is that counts. When you're close, I mean. I don't even remember how to score that, though. I used to know that once upon a time. When I was growing up, my neighbors up the street, they had a little horseshoe, pit thing with, the stick on each end and a little dirt around it, and you pitched it and the whole deal. It was actually, kind of fun when you're a kid. Throw around big, heavy hunks of metal that you could hit other children with by accident and cause them harm. It's great family fun. All right, so we are finished with the break, but we are going to put up here some spreadsheet information for those of you who might have missed it earlier. So anticipating a shipping date of Tuesday or sooner for certified basketball. Please keep in mind, post office closes early on Saturday. So if you see labels being printed late on Saturday or on Sunday, please know that even though they're being printed then, the date on them will be Monday. They will be picked up Monday, and the tracking would not update until Monday night. Then our free shipping break tonight projected out on or before Friday. Almost certainly will get out before Friday. It's not very many cards in that break, but Friday would be the latest. And of course, the consolation card information up there at the top applies to Flawless Collegiate. Every team hits some cards and certified, so you don't have to worry about that. And the breaks that are coming up here in the days ahead. Tomorrow night, we're going to open Flawless Collegiate again. It's going to be the back half of the case that we started tonight. Then we'll open a 12-box case of Bowman Chrome HTA Jumbo, which is going to be a blast, and Topps Triple Threads, which I also kind of love. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night. Nothing takes forever to open. It's all got a lot of hits in it, and it's all really cool stuff. So tomorrow night's going to be fun. Well, every night's fun, but I'm especially looking forward to tomorrow night. On Sunday, we will open Hit Parade, 4th and Goal, a box of Honors football, which we have not opened in a while. If you're not familiar with Honors, check it out. Some cool stuff that comes out of Honors. We pulled a nice little Jimmy G rookie, might have been National Treasures out of there not a while back. And, of course, had been updated with an autograph and was encased and all that. Pretty cool. Donruss Basketball will be the other thing we open Sunday night. It's a 10-box case. It is reconfigured, you might recall, into the jumbo type cases now. And as a result, since it's a 3,000 card break, the veteran base does not ship to the teams in that break. Veteran base has its own bidding position. All veteran base cards will go to that bidding position, and then the teams get everything else. So numbered cards, inserts, relics, autographs, short prints, etc. all go to the teams as normal. On Monday night, we're going to open the Leaf Memorabilia Vault, and all the categories are listed in football cards. Once again, there are 30 some odd bidding categories. I know the Major Rad earlier said he was only seeing a handful of them. The rest of them weren't showing up. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. eBay is messing up my listings in a massive sort of way lately. and they can't seem to get them fixed. The only thing I can tell you is refresh the page, and usually you'll see it again. If you're in the app, you may have to close the app and go back into it, and then they magically show up. So, you know, I don't know what they're doing over there, but they're not making my life easy. Also on Monday night, in addition to our memorabilia vault, we're going to open a lot of 2-box breaks of stuff that's just fun to open, that we open periodically. I used to open more regularly. I need to kind of work back into the rotation, but we're going to do a bunch of it Monday night, and it's going to be fun. Be 2 boxes of 2014 Topps Supreme, 2 boxes of 2010 plates and patches, a pair of 2013 black boxes, and a pair of 2007 Premier Football boxes from Upper Deck. Tuesday night will find us opening another case of Triple Threads and another case of Certified Basketball. On Wednesday, which is a new release day and the day before Thanksgiving, Prism Basketball comes out, Playoff Football comes out. We're going to open a half case of Prism. They are going to be loose boxes, okay? Because one of the places is giving me 2.5 cases, or 1.5 or 2, I don't know, 1.5, 2.5, whatever it is. It's something and a half. And so we're going to open that half, which is going to be loose boxes. They're basically going to send me half the case, and they're going to send somebody else half the case. We will also open a half case of Playoff Football, which in this case is 10 boxes. So Playoff Football is a 20-box case for who knows what reason. Why would they make a 20-box case? Because they're Panini and they do weird stuff. That's all I know to tell you. So I guess that is it for our recap and our info and all that sort of thing. Scott says just like his hairline, he's out of here. I didn't see that till just now. That's pretty funny, Scott. Latchman, you are out of here too. I imagine everybody is. I think we're about wrapped up for tonight. So thank you everyone for joining me, spending part of your Friday night with me. We are going to be back at it tomorrow night. We're going to have fun all weekend. So hopefully I will see you again tomorrow. If I don't see you then, maybe I'll see you again sometime soon, we hope. So enjoy the weekend. Stay warm if you're on the East Coast, and I guess stay cool if you're on the West Coast, because I think it's kind of warm out there right now. And yeah, until tomorrow night. We'll see you then. Bye now.